It's Tuesday morning. We are here, and this is what we're picking up. This coils of wire. That guy's getting unloaded in front of us, and I guess the forklift driver will just come around and get our pickup info, and then he'll go and, we got to get stuff ready for him to load us. So I'm going to start doing that now, and I'll get with you guys once we're loaded. All right, well, we got a set of coils. Just set you guys up inside there so that way nothing moves around on us. That other truck just loaded and got out of the way. So you got coils of braided wire. Already got the chains run through. I've already got protectors. You got to put these protectors on. If you crunch, they even warned me here about it. If you crunch this wire, it's basically junk. So they will, make sure this is good here. They will have to scrap the wire where if you crunch it. So that's a big to do. So we got 2, 4, 6. We got 7 coils of braided wire. I thought it was going to be that coiled wire, but I guess that's the raw material that they use to make this stuff. So we got all our chains ran. Coil racks are down on the deck. Just verifying that, making sure all our chains are still touching. Our chain protectors are still well within our chain, because once you start to pull on these, they'll move around a little bit. So we're gonna set these up. They're all set up anyways. I'm gonna start cranking down on them, and I'll time lapse it because it's gonna take a little bit. So you get to watch me work a little bit, and then we're gonna get on our way. All right, so as you can see, it takes a little bit of time, but we got them all. Protectors are on. You got forward and backwards prevention. Okay, so now I'll set you up. We're just ready to close it up. See, you protect it on all the ends. The chain's not touching any metal, and a little bit in the middle doesn't matter. I'm out of breath because if you're familiar with a Conestoga, that flap down in there is a cocksucker when you need to get your chains. So you can see it. There we go. There's a flap down in there. That's tight when you're trying to get them chains up and through there and stuff like that. So I'm going to set you up here. We're going to close up and get out of here. So basically, just have to make sure we got everything put away. Everything's inside these rails. Put your binders. Well, that ain't cool. Maybe this will help. Here. I'm going to bring you guys down just a little bit so it's not so tippy. All right. So now that it fucked up my stand and my phone from flipping over like that, because this damn wind, like I was saying, you just got to make sure everything's clear of the rails. We have a set screw on these. You just screw it in, and it screws into the side here, so this can't slide. You just run that out nice and loose. Bam. So much easier in tarpon. You got set markers that these go in. You don't pull them tight. This side's been a bear to do. Needs to get lubed. I gotta put some lube on it or something. Yeah, I know. All right, so we take this, tuck it in here. These bottom flaps get Velcroed in. Just make sure your bar is connected, touching. Just trying to hurry because it is starting to flurry a little bit, and I'm getting time burnt on the clock. We got to go double check, make sure this is legal weight for us too. So we are in here with half tanks, remember? Oh, that's all it is. So let's get out of here. Well, initial review, we're good on dries right now. The only question I have is I don't have a total. Oh wait, yeah, I do right here. They said 47.5, remember? Are you 3,000 pounds off? So I think we're good. We should be able to full tank all day, whatever we need to do. So it's cooling off here. I'm doing my logbook stuff right now, and then we'll get going. Morning. It is, what is today? Wednesday morning. So Tuesday we trucked all day. We trucked it pretty hard, about as hard as you can truck it. We stopped, took our break down in southern Illinois, and we were able to make it to the house. I was able to make it to the truck stop, drop the trailer, lock the trailer up so it doesn't get stolen, and drive over to the house, which I'm only a couple minutes away, like 7 minutes, something like that. And just park the rig outside the house there, without the trailer. So that's what we did last night. We got up, got the truck warmed up this morning, went hooked up, and now we just got out of the truck stop and we're back on the road. We're heading up just north of Minneapolis is where this load goes. And I doubt we'll get any video there. It sounds like they're pretty strict. They have it right on the bill of ladings. You have to have every piece of PPE on when you get out of the truck. Steel toes, vest, hard hat, safety glasses, you know. This road is rougher than shit. They just did it. That's miserable. because it was rough before. And now it's like driving over a cheese grater. But yeah. So I doubt we'll get any video in there. If they're that strict, they ain't gonna want you to have running around with a video camera and all that crap, you know. So it is what it is. But we should be up there, I don't know, I'd say just before 1. GPS says about 12:20 right now, but I didn't eat dinner last night, and my belly getting a little hungry. So we might be stopping somewhere quick to grab something, maybe Quick Trip. We are in Wisconsin, obviously. So, yeah. I tried to make it all the way up to Wisconsin to fuel, but I was pushing it so darn close. I ended up just stopping like just south of Rockford. There's a Love's there, and actually that was a little bit cheaper. It was like $4.14 a gallon. Which as soon as you went around to the Love's off the toll road there in Rockford, or just north of the toll road, or not the toll road, just north of Rockford, it was like $4.20 something. So it is what it is. I like to get to the quick trips too around if I can get into Wisconsin, but I was pushing it pretty close, and it's considerably colder up here. It's 30s. So it's just like, we don't need to get water moisture in the tanks. I don't need to push it any farther. I just need to I'm going to have to stop. I might as well just stop and do it now, So we're going to keep on rolling here and probably stop, grab something to eat eventually, maybe some drinks, because I think once we unload here, we'll probably just go right down to the shop. It's not too far away from there, and figure out I got to turn in a couple weeks worth of paperwork. And it's amazing how fast time flies when you're out a week or two at a time. That's one thing I have noticed, that if you're sitting at home, a week can take forever sometimes. When you go out, if you're out for 2 weeks and you leave the house and the next time you come to the house it's 2 weeks later, it's amazing how fast that time flies when you're only then you start counting how many times you go home, and you start realizing that you're almost counting months. It's pretty scary how fast time flies sometimes. So it's enough of my morning ramblings. Let me get going here. I'll catch you down the road. Alright, well, we're all unloaded. As you can see, this place is a fucking swamp. My truck's not super clean by any means, but definitely been crawling through this place. Pretty gnarly. All in all, it wasn't bad. It's a lot easier to unchain stuff than it is to chain everything up and get it secured tight, because, it's just the nature of the game. But, we're done here. I'm sweating my ass off. It's 53 degrees. There's snow everywhere. There's water everywhere. There's ice everywhere. I'd rather be in Florida, to be honest with you. But we're going to get on out of here. We're going to head down to the shop. Not my shop. The company's, the carrier shop. Turn in our paperwork for the last couple weeks. And that'll be it for this one. All in all, not too bad. Like I said, it's so that brings us to $9,000 for 8 days, including a 48-hour reset. So you can count 2 days, even though we weren't really working. We were technically working because we're in the truck. we're not at home. All depends on how you look at that, but it's the realistic numbers. I haven't heard anything yet back from dispatchers or anything like that on if I'm pulling something out of the yard, or I mean, if I have to, I can just take like a flatbed Conestoga or something home. I'm set up with that broker that we started these trips on with, that we picked up right in my hometown. If I have to, I can pull that if I need to. So we'll see how it goes. But I'm going to head on that way, and I will catch you guys next week.